That is my toughest job, waking up the Ugandans who are pretending that all is well in our country.
Experts in the justice, law and order sector, religious leaders and cultural leaders convened in the hall to deliberate broadly on the thorny subject of transitional justice, tackling the absence of a law on the matter. There are concerns that there are issues that cannot be addressed without the law on transitional justice, though there is a policy in place. The Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Norbert Mao, underscores that Uganda is at a critical moment where transitional justice is critical in designing Uganda's future.
What if the president of the country does not wake up tomorrow? Those are the things that keep Ugandans awake. And I'm in the best position to talk like that. Those of you who are pretending to be asleep, you may not be understanding what I'm talking about, but you may be woken up somehow. As indeed we have been woken up in 1966, we were woken up in 1971, we were woken up in 1979, we were woken up in 1985, we were woken up in 1986.
Mao says there is a draft legislation on the transitional justice in place, although he hinted that there are strong forces against it. He pointed at suspects of atrocities like the Mukura massacre and NRA atrocities in Luero.
When I arrived at the ministry, I was informed that there was even an attempt by some anxious or hysterical people who thought they may be suspects to break into an office in the Ministry of Justice. This is a very sensitive topic because it is about being told things you wouldn't want people to remind you about. For instance, if you have killed civilians, you are going to be face to face with the families of those civilians.
Mao added that it is an illusion to pretend that all is all right in Uganda and all is needed is a peaceful transfer of power.
The government of Uganda, where it is, and indeed our president, does not need to build another highway. He does not even need to build another bridge. He doesn't even need to commission another industrial park. All he needs to do is to preside over a peaceful transition of power that will compensate for all the uncompleted factories, all the uncompleted roads, and so on and so forth. To me, that was my motivation to be part of the government.
The stage at which the draft law on transitional justice remains unclear, just as is the case with what it encompasses.
I hope I have given you the desire to fight for the future of Uganda. They say you can take a horse water, but you can't force it to drink. I say no. I can take a horse to the water and force it to drink every time. How? I give it salt. So my purpose this morning was to give you enough salt so that you desire.
President Museveni has previously refuted any discussion about a planned political transition despite an agreement signed with the Democratic Party leader. Jackson Onyango, NTV.